So we have the 600 horsepower TFG, 3-cylinder, free-valve engine, combined with 600 newton meters of torque. And we get augmentation by the 800 horsepower, 1,250 newton meters dark matter e-motor.
Elon Musk never saw it coming. The moment that would shake Tesla to its core happened on live television when Koenigsegg unveiled its revolutionary new engine technology. The automotive world stopped in its tracks. Musk, visibly shaken during a live interview, couldn't hide his reaction. Koenigsegg didn't just create a new engine, they completely rewrote the rules of what's possible. The dark matter motor, with 800 horsepower and weighing just 86 pounds, has left Tesla scrambling to respond. Yeah, what have they done that is difficult and significant? Is this the beginning of the end for Tesla's electric dominance? Did Koenigsegg just change everything? Elon Musk cries as he resigns on live TV, and Tesla may never recover after what Koenigsegg has done. The automotive revolution we were promised just took an unexpected turn. Engine of revolution. For years, Tesla sat comfortably at the top of the automotive mountain. Elon Musk had convinced the world that heavy battery packs and software updates were the future of transportation. The stock market believed him. Wall Street adored him. The competition feared him. Then came Koenigsegg. The Swedish hypercar manufacturer had always operated differently. While Tesla built factories the size of small cities, Koenigsegg worked with surgical precision in their facility in Ängelholm. While Musk tweeted about conquering Mars, Christian von Koenigsegg quietly pioneered technology that would change Earth's transportation paradigm. And in early 2025, that quiet work erupted into public view with the unveiling of what Koenigsegg calls the dark matter motor. This wasn't just another electric motor. This was engineering at its most revolutionary. The dark matter motor weighs just 86 pounds, about as much as a medium-sized dog, yet produces a staggering 800 horsepower and 922 pound-feet of torque. For comparison, the motors in Tesla's highest performance vehicles are significantly heavier and less power-dense. We weren't trying to incrementally improve existing technology, Christian von Koenigsegg explained during the unveiling. We wanted to completely rethink what an electric motor could be. Rethink it they did. The dark matter motor features what Koenigsegg calls axial flux design, a hybrid of radial and axial flux motor technologies that delivers unprecedented power density. But the real breakthrough came in the materials. While Tesla and other manufacturers relied heavily on traditional steel laminations, Koenigsegg built their motor structure entirely from carbon fiber, a world first for production motors. The implications rippled through the automotive world immediately. If electric motors could be this light and this powerful, the entire design philosophy of electric vehicles would need to change. Heavy battery packs suddenly seemed less necessary. The compromise between range and performance began to dissolve. And somewhere in Austin, Texas, Elon Musk was watching. The dark matter motor wasn't just challenging Tesla's technology. It was challenging their entire approach. While Tesla had spent years optimizing manufacturing to build more cars with incrementally better batteries, Koenigsegg had fundamentally redefined what was possible with electric propulsion. But the motor was just the beginning. What Koenigsegg revealed next would shake the foundations of the electric vehicle revolution itself. Carbon fiber miracle. The world's first full carbon fiber electric motor wasn't created by Tesla, Mercedes, or any automotive giant with billions in R&D budgets. It came from a small manufacturer in Sweden that produces fewer cars in a year than Tesla makes in a day. How did they do it? The answer lies in Koenigsegg's unique approach to engineering. Unlike larger manufacturers constrained by supply chains and production timelines, Koenigsegg designs and manufactures almost everything in-house. "We don't outsource our innovation," Christian von Koenigsegg explained. "When we need something that doesn't exist, we create it ourselves." This philosophy led to the carbon fiber breakthrough that makes the dark matter motor possible. Every component that traditionally relied on stamped steel has been reimagined in ultralight, ultra-strong carbon fiber. The rotor, stator, and housing, all carbon fiber. Traditional wisdom said this couldn't be done. Electric motors generate intense magnetic fields, and those fields are typically amplified by ferromagnetic materials like steel. By removing steel from the equation, Koenigsegg had to completely rethink how the motor would function. Their solution was as elegant as it was revolutionary: a permanent six-phase winding system that distributes the magnetic load more efficiently while reducing thermal stress. Where conventional motors use 3 phases, Koenigsegg doubled that, creating a smoother power delivery system that eliminates the peaks and valleys that typically cause heat buildup. The result is an electric motor that doesn't just match the performance of conventional designs, it exceeds them dramatically while weighing a fraction as much. And Koenigsegg didn't stop at the motor itself. The entire power delivery system received the same treatment. The silicon carbide inverter, named David, weighs just 33 pounds while delivering 1,300 amps of alternating current at 850 volts. For perspective, that's enough power to run a small neighborhood, packaged in something lighter than most carry-on luggage. When footage of Christian von Koenigsegg casually holding the entire motor system in his arms circulated online, the contrast with Tesla couldn't have been starker. The message was clear. The future of electric propulsion didn't have to be heavy. It didn't have to be compromised, and it didn't have to follow Tesla's playbook. The revolution was just beginning. Musk's moment of truth. Tesla's reign at the top of the electric mountain was built on 2 pillars: battery technology and the perception that no one could catch them. Koenigsegg's dark matter motor threatened both. The timing couldn't have been worse for Elon Musk. Just 3 days after Koenigsegg's revelation, he was scheduled to appear on a major financial news network for what was supposed to be a victory lap, celebrating Tesla's latest quarterly results. Instead, the interview quickly turned to Koenigsegg's breakthrough. The television host questioned Musk about Koenigsegg's recent unveiling, suggesting many considered it a potential game-changer for electric propulsion. Musk's reaction became a defining moment. Uncharacteristically, he paused for 3 full seconds, an eternity in television time. The camera captured his subtle physical responses: eyes widening slightly, mouth twitching at the corner, posture shifting. When Musk finally responded, his voice lacked its typical confident tone. He acknowledged Koenigsegg had created something interesting, but suggested they would need to see how it scaled. The host pressed further, asking whether the motor design's claimed capabilities might require Tesla to reconsider its approach to electric vehicles. Musk hesitated again. He asserted that Tesla had revolutionized the automotive industry by making electric vehicles viable, building the necessary infrastructure, and demonstrating what was possible. Though his voice strengthened as he spoke, something had fundamentally changed. A moment of vulnerability had been revealed. The host continued by mentioning Koenigsegg's claimed specifications of an 86-pound motor producing 800 horsepower, asking how Tesla would respond. At this point, Musk's expression darkened, and moisture appeared to gather in the corner of his eye. Whether from emotion or fatigue remained unclear, but the visuals were unmistakable. The man who had promised to revolutionize multiple industries appeared shaken. "You idiots," he muttered before catching himself and clarifying he meant the market, and everyone who believed this development would change everything overnight. He emphasized the differences between prototyping and mass production, stressing the importance of economics and scale. But the damage was done. For a man whose personal brand was built on unshakable confidence and technological superiority, the moment was devastating. Something fundamental had shifted. For the first time in over a decade, Elon Musk looked vulnerable, and the world could sense blood in the water. What remained unknown was that worse developments were still to come. Dark matter dominance. While the world was still processing Musk's televised moment of vulnerability, Koenigsegg was preparing the second act of their technological revolution, and it would prove even more devastating to Tesla's dominance. The dark matter motor wasn't just destined for Koenigsegg's ultra-exclusive hypercars. It was designed as the centerpiece of a completely new propulsion philosophy. At a private event for automotive journalists and industry insiders, Christian von Koenigsegg revealed the company's larger vision. The dark matter motor represents a fundamental shift in how we think about electric propulsion. But it's not the entire story, he stated. Then he publicly praised his team of engineers, dedicating this achievement to their brilliance. They have also developed a matching battery system and control architecture that completely reimagines what a performance vehicle can be, he said. He then unveiled what Koenigsegg calls their dielectric cooling system, a revolutionary approach to battery management that floods the entire battery pack with a special non-conductive oil mixed with proprietary additives. Unlike conventional cooling systems that rely on plates or pipes attached to the bottoms of battery cells, Koenigsegg's solution provides direct cooling to every surface of each cell. The result is a battery pack that can sustain higher outputs for longer periods while remaining significantly lighter than conventional designs. But the real bombshell came when Christian von Koenigsegg explained how these technologies would be implemented in the updated Gemera, their 4-seat Mega GT car. The Gemera will feature our tourbillon drive system, which integrates the dark matter motor with our twin-turbo V8 engine, he announced. The motor sits just ahead of the mid-mounted engine, connected via a clutch system that allows either or both power sources to propel the car. What made this announcement so significant wasn't just the technical elegance of the solution. It was the implicit challenge to Tesla's entire approach. While Tesla had committed billions to a future built entirely around batteries, Koenigsegg was proposing a hybrid solution that delivered superior performance with less weight and complexity. In testing, the Gemera's new powertrain delivers over 2,300 horsepower combined, Christian revealed. But more importantly, it does so while weighing significantly less than an equivalent all-electric system would. The message couldn't have been clearer. The future might not be all-electric after all. And Tesla's decade-long bet on battery-only vehicles was suddenly looking less like visionary foresight and more like strategic vulnerability. Industry analysts immediately recognized the implications. What Koenigsegg has done is open up a third path, explained one automotive technology consultant. We've had traditional combustion engines on one side and pure electric vehicles on the other. Now, Koenigsegg is showing us a hybrid approach that might actually be superior to both. For Tesla, this represented an existential threat. Their entire business model, manufacturing infrastructure, and public identity were built around the premise that batteries would inevitably replace combustion engines entirely. If Koenigsegg's hybrid approach proved superior, Tesla would find itself heavily invested in a technological cul-de-sac, and consumers were taking notice. Online searches for Koenigsegg dark matter exploded overnight. Car enthusiast forums buzzed with technical analyses and comparisons to Tesla's technology. Even mainstream news outlets began questioning whether Tesla's approach to electric vehicles might have been too rigid. The technological shift was undeniable, but the psychological impact might have been even more significant. For years, Tesla had positioned itself as the unquestioned leader in automotive innovation. Now, seemingly overnight, they were playing defense, and everyone could sense it. Musk's vulnerability during the television interview suddenly seemed prescient, as if he had glimpsed the future and realized his position wasn't as secure as the world had believed. And in boardrooms across the automotive industry, executives were asking a question that would have seemed unthinkable just weeks before. Had Koenigsegg just outmaneuvered Tesla? Resignations and revelations. 2 weeks after Koenigsegg's dark matter revelation, Tesla faced an internal crisis that would soon become very public. It began with the resignation of Tesla's chief technology officer, a departure initially described as pursuing other opportunities. But within days, 3 more senior engineers followed, all from Tesla's electric propulsion team. As the defections mounted, whispers of "Goodbye Tesla" grew louder, signaling that even those inside the company sensed a shift in the industry's tide. Then came the leak. An internal memo, reportedly written by one of the departing engineers, found its way to several technology journalists. Its contents were explosive. For years, the automotive industry knew carbon fiber could, in theory, revolutionize motor structures. Its strength and lightweight promised a leap in performance. But the idea stayed on paper. Back in 2019, engineers at major companies dove into this concept, running tests and building prototypes. Yet they hit a wall. Manufacturing carbon fiber components at scale was a nightmare. Too complex, too expensive, and too risky. Teams crunched the numbers and decided the payoff wasn't worth it. Instead, they doubled down on tweaking existing technology, making small, safe improvements to motors and batteries. It felt like a smart move at the time, a way to keep production lines humming and costs in check. Then Koenigsegg flipped the script. Their dark matter motor, a carbon fiber marvel, proved the naysayers wrong. Their design achieved what simulations had long suggested was feasible, defying the doubts of manufacturing teams who dismissed it as impractical. The motor's efficiency and power density weren't just impressive, they were a wake-up call. Most alarming for competitors, Koenigsegg's approach showed signs of scalability. With the right investment, this tech could move beyond hypercars, challenging the heavy, battery-dependent designs dominating the market. The industry had played it safe, but Koenigsegg's bold move exposed a missed opportunity that could reshape the future of driving. The authenticity of the memo was never officially confirmed, but the damage was immediate. Tesla stock dropped another 12% in a single trading session. Investors and analysts began questioning whether Tesla had grown too conservative in its approach to innovation, whether the company that had revolutionized the automotive industry had itself become resistant to revolutionary thinking. As the pressure mounted, Elon Musk scheduled a press conference. The automotive world held its breath, expecting either a fierce rebuttal or the announcement of Tesla's next-generation motor technology. Instead, they got something no one predicted. Elon Musk took the stage, exhaustion etched on his face. The usual energy in his stride was missing. He stood at the podium, gazing at the gathered reporters for a long moment before speaking. Innovation, he explained, isn't a straight path. It's a series of gambles. Some win, some fail. Tesla banked on battery density, software integration, scale, and controlling their supply chain. For over a decade, those choices paid off massively. They reshaped the automotive world, forcing every carmaker to take electric vehicles seriously. He paused, drawing a deep breath, then continued. Tesla wasn't alone in pushing boundaries. Koenigsegg proved that with their bold approach, one Tesla had considered, but passed on. Their results were undeniable, a wake-up call. The room fell silent. This wasn't the brash, defiant Musk everyone expected. This was something raw, introspective. Then came the bombshell. Musk announced he was thinking of stepping down as Tesla's CEO. The crowd gasped, cameras flashed, and reporters erupted with questions. He raised his hand. For quiet, he would stay on as chairman and chief technology advisor. But Tesla needed new leadership for its next chapter. Fresh perspectives were essential. Someone to challenge old assumptions, and he would start looking for them immediately. As he left the podium, questions swirled. Was Koenigsegg the real reason? Did the board force him out? Was Tesla in deeper trouble than admitted? The bigger, unspoken question lingered. Had Musk, the face of the electric vehicle revolution, just conceded defeat? The truth, as it unfolded, would prove far more complex than anyone could guess. Koenigsegg's quantum leap. While the world focused on the drama unfolding at Tesla, Christian von Koenigsegg continued his methodical revelation of what would come to be called the most significant automotive innovation since the Tesla Roadster. At an exclusive demonstration at the Koenigsegg facility in Sweden, a select group of engineers and journalists witnessed the dark matter motor in operation for the first time. What they saw exceeded even the bold claims Koenigsegg had made. The motor, still remarkably compact at 15 inches in diameter and 5.3 inches thick, was connected to sophisticated measuring equipment. As technicians activated it, there was none of the whine typically associated with electric motors, just a barely audible hum as it spun up to speed. But the real breakthrough was the carbon fiber structure. By replacing traditional steel laminations with precisely engineered carbon fiber components, Koenigsegg had created a motor that was dramatically lighter while maintaining structural integrity under extreme loads. Carbon fiber isn't just lighter, Christian von Koenigsegg explained to the assembled experts. It also doesn't suffer from the eddy current losses that plague steel structures. This means more of the electrical energy is converted to motion rather than heat. The demonstration continued with a practical application. The updated Gemira, a 4-seat hypercar. With its hybrid powertrain combining the dark matter motor with a twin-turbo V8 engine, the Gemira delivered a combined 2,300 horsepower to all four wheels through a sophisticated direct drive system. We've eliminated the traditional transmission entirely, Koenigsegg noted. Power flows directly from the engine and motor to the wheels, with clutches at each half shaft controlling torque distribution. The result was a 4-seat Grand Tourer, capable of 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration in less than 1.9 seconds, quicker than any production car in history, including Tesla's most powerful models. The demonstration wrapped up, leaving attendees stunned. The impact on Tesla was undeniable. Their dominance, hard-earned over a decade, faced not just a tweak, but a fundamental shake-up. The question shifted from whether Tesla could maintain their lead to whether their core technology needed a complete overhaul. The revolution they ignited had evolved into a new chapter, and for the first time in years, Tesla wasn't at the forefront. Koenigsegg's innovation suggested a future where flexibility and bold ideas might outpace the old playbook, leaving the industry to wonder what comes next. After Elon Musk stepped down from that podium, leaving a sea of questions behind him, Tesla's future became a whirlwind of speculation. Would they chase Koenigsegg's radical technology, stick to their battery-heavy approach, or forge a new path? Answers arrived exactly 1 month after Koenigsegg unveiled its dark matter motor, shaking the industry. Tesla's engineers held a press conference at the Fremont factory. They explained that Tesla was built on the idea that electric vehicles could outshine combustion cars in every way. Not just cleaner, but better. That core belief still guided them, but how they achieved it had to change. With a swift motion, they unveiled a new motor. It looked like a typical Tesla unit, but its carbon aluminum composite housing set it apart. This was Tesla's Generation 3 powertrain, 40% lighter and 25% more powerful than before, the result of a 2-year research effort. The timing raised eyebrows, too perfect to be unrelated to Koenigsegg, yet too fast to be a direct response. Insiders later revealed the truth. Tesla had been working on lighter motors, but Koenigsegg's breakthrough forced them to speed up their plans, pushing what might have been a year away into the spotlight. Now, the CEO emphasized, Tesla's approach differed from Koenigsegg's. Their motor was built for mass production, balancing performance with affordability. Unlike Koenigsegg's handcrafted hypercar tech, it was a smart move, praising the rival's innovation while framing Tesla's solution as practical for everyday drivers. The updated vehicle lineup, all featuring these motors, boasted 15% more range, faster acceleration, and stable prices. The biggest surprise came last. Tesla would open source their motor design patents, just as they did in 2014. By sharing their tech, they positioned themselves as industry leaders, driving sustainable transport. Not just competitors guarding an edge. It also set their design as a standard, subtly overshadowing Koenigsegg's more experimental approach. The market responded strongly. Tesla's stock rebounded, and analysts praised their quick pivot. Focus shifted from Musk's exit to this bold move. Still, sharp observers noticed a gap. Tesla's update was impressive but evolutionary, not the groundbreaking leap Koenigsegg achieved. Their motor was lighter, but not as featherweight as the dark matter motor. Performance improved, but not to the same extreme. Tesla had delivered a solid counter, but Koenigsegg had redefined the playbook. The real question was whether Tesla's response would hold up. Koenigsegg focused on exclusive hypercars, never aimed for mass production. But their innovations, carbon fiber structures, raxial flux designs, 6-phase windings, were now proven and out in the open. In the fast-moving auto industry, such breakthroughs don't stay exclusive long. Tesla had acted fast, but they were no longer the ones setting the pace. The electric revolution was shifting, and for drivers, the promise of lighter, faster, greener cars made the future electrifying. The question now isn't whether electric vehicles will prevail, but whose vision of electric propulsion will define our future. What do you think? Has Koenigsegg dealt Tesla a fatal blow? Or will Musk's company recover and adapt? Is the dark matter motor truly the game changer it appears to be? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.